Now in the part 2 of moral leadership, and we are going to discuss about moral leadership skills, attitudes, and qualities. A moral leader is expected to carry out many tasks in the context of the moral leader becoming a true servant of humanity. When he does not wish to act superior to others, when his words and actions have positive influence on society, he becomes the source of joy and inspiration to others, and his words and deeds become the cause of resolving conflicts. All these require specific skills. But the skills alone do not make one morally capable leader. Right attitudes are also needed. And when we say attitude, we basically refer to the way we respond to situations as a result of our upbringing, our experiences, and the values we nurture within us. Attitude includes one's outlook, frame of mind, approach, and viewpoint. Now, attitudes may be positive and constructive, or may be negative and harmful to a moral leader, and indeed to anyone who wishes to contribute to the betterment of society. Friends, a great leader, according to the author of the book Image of Leadership, a great leader is an individual who has earned the respect of others and who leads them effectively and in the right direction. Leadership is able to inspire at all times, and the key to this is your attitude. Now, the attitudes that are necessary for effective leadership include controlling one's passion, for example. The passion when it deviates you from the right path. Having, suppose, responsible attitude towards others, towards one's duties, towards his actions. Being precise in what one says or does, not being sloppy. Forgiveness, forgiving the mistakes of others, learning from one's own mistakes, accepting them, and alertness, not to become victim of one's own arrogance and self-righteousness, because there are two traps that come very often before the moral leader. The challenge is, how does one develop right attitudes? According to Clark University's website, it says, since mind is very powerful, if we keep a positive state of mind, then positive attitudes follow. Very interesting. There are also several other ways to develop healthy attitudes. For example, first, by turning negative thoughts into positive thoughts. So you change them into positive thoughts. When negative thought comes, oppose it with some stronger positive thought. Secondly, by ensuring you are in the company of positive people and you are in positive environment and places. For example, the places that revive your good memories. Thirdly, one can volunteer to help others to get a sense of inner happiness and satisfaction. That again changes one's attitudes. The fourth suggestion is to laugh and get pleasure from simple things. And finally, to love and to let you be loved. Dear friends, an inspiring leader is a person who welcomes diverse opinions and does not worry if views against his are expressed by others. Actually, he finds their views are complementing or complementarity. So diversity is welcomed. Diversity gives the chance for agreement at higher levels. And lastly, it's a great attitude for a moral leader to be a learner always. Now, we talked about the skills, we talked about attitudes, but then we have to also think and remember that moral qualities are again another attribute that a leader should have. And they are not a set of just passive attributes. Rather, they work constructively. And when they work, they create environments within which new relationships, which are needed by mature human beings, take shape. They manifest themselves. Now, the moral leader who should inspire people to nobility, even when other people sit idle, he has to be a reservoir of spiritual and moral qualities, independent of others. He has to practice them through his thoughts and through his actions. In fact, his uprightness should be the proof that moral principles are true, and even in the society which is in dire need of moral standards, these principles work. Very often we see that educated people do crime in their everyday lives, unfortunately. So the question arises, does the formal education system help our students become good citizens? Is it not expected that educated people will act with better morality than others? Now, friends, to conclude, to become morally capable leaders, we need to develop a set of skills specific to the tasks which are expected of a moral leader. We need to practice healthy attitudes so that it becomes our second nature. And we need to nurture, to feed our moral and spiritual qualities which are within us every day. Thank you very much.